We all keep ourselves trapped into these imposed prisons. We could view it at a very simple level as this prison when it comes to expression. For example, scream as loud as you can.
Ah!
Is that as loud as he could scream? No. How do you know? You could just feel it. You could feel you're trying to perform, you're not being real. What if your life was in danger right now and you had to scream, help, help? Is that as loud as you scream? So why are you putting yourself in a prison? Do you want to try again? Here's the keys. Here's the keys.
Ah!
You're still stuck in the cage. That's not as loud as you could be. That's when it comes to expression. You, scream as loud as you can. Yeah. No one would come and help you there. It's like, loud as you physically can. Your life's in danger. The world's going to explode unless someone hears your scream. Go. Why do you keep yourselves in such prisons?
It was better.
It was. But you could be a lot louder. Now, for both of you, who's actually keeping you so stifled and so stuck just when it comes to expression? Am I? Am I saying, shh, shh, behind the scenes, shh, 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 shh? No? I'm like, come on, come on. Are they? Are any of you against them screaming loud? Anyone? No, everyone, you're all for them screaming loud?
Yes.
Yes.
We should all scream.
Okay. So if we logically look at this, the whole crowd wants both of you to scream loud. I want you to scream loud. People watching at home want you to scream loud. So who's blocking you? What? What? Okay, yourself. Yourself? Okay. Follow-up question. Why are you scared of screaming loud?
Taking over space.
But everyone wants you to take the space over.
Hey,
Yeah, that's.
They're like, come on. Come.
I feel
It's like,
offended.
take our space. They're all saying, go on, go for it. Let's try again. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Better. Now, does everyone want her to take up space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ah!
It could be louder.
Up and scream.
Now, be careful not to do boo or negative feedback. I thought you were all on her side to take up space. Stay on her side. If you had a child and you're like, go on, you got this, and they didn't, you wouldn't be like, boo. You'd still be encouraging. Make sense? Yes. So, for both of you, what's the fear? What are you scared of? I'm on your side. Everyone's saying they're on your side, except for the booers.
I'm trying.
You are trying. You're doing great. Both of you are doing great, by the way. 10 out of 10. Just because you're not doing it peak volume doesn't mean you're not doing 10 out of 10. And this is important to realize. They're trapped in a prison. Every single one of you. We all have our own version of this prison. They're trying to escape from this prison 10 out of 10. Just because they aren't out doesn't mean anything about them. It's like, oh, you suck, you're not out. Fuck, they're trying. They're on the spot in front of a crowd trying. That's massive respect right there. That's why, again, I was like, what's up with these boos? Whoever's booing, either you're projecting or you're a sociopath who's disconnected from your emotions. You're like, boo! For real. No, it's like if you have actual empathy and you connect, you're like, hell yeah, keep going. You got this. Same here with my coaching. I will push you beyond your limits. But for all of you, the entire time, I'm on your side. Otherwise, there's zero benefit. If I wasn't on your side, why would I waste my time on you? You guys got this, but what's the fear? Everyone's on your side. What does it threaten if you were to truly let loose? Tell the truth.
I never scream, so it's like.
What does your mind project on the unknown then? I've never screamed. Okay, well, who knows what'll happen? What's the scariest outcome?
I don't know, people making fun of me?
Okay. What's scary about that?
I don't know.
Okay. Now think of your goals here too, for all of you. You want to be quote unquote socially invincible? Does it come from controlling people? Yes or no? Does it come from, say you were one by one, I were to bring you up here in front of this crowd? Does being confident and socially invincible come from controlling your crowd?
No.
Can you control a crowd?
Yes.
No. You really can't. You can try, but no, you can't. And funny enough, if you try, it comes off as try hard and people rebel. Can you control what everyone thinks of you? No. Becoming socially invincible, back to what we talked about before, means stop trying to seek who you are out here. You, they're not going to tell you who you are. I am not going to tell you who you are. I have no idea who you are. How do you expect any of us strangers to tell you who you are, or how confident, or how valuable, or how much self-esteem you have? We're all strangers. True confidence comes from, once more, I'm going to live through my own eyes. This is me. Take it or leave it. And instead of controlling, it's being okay, and ultimately giving the freedom for people to think whatever they want, whether it's positive or negative. And once you know that I'm okay in here no matter what happens out there, invincible. That's the only way. Otherwise, you cannot win. You're subscribing to a game you are bound to fail. And that's the game of status, the game of people are like, am I cool? Yes or no? And they try to chase coolness, but even when they get it, they're always trying to reinforce it. They're afraid that, well, what if I'm cool in the eyes of some people, but they think I'm not cool? Oh no! The only way is to withdraw completely. Hey, I'm done playing this game. And you realize that people who are actually cool aren't worried about being cool. Only losers are trying to be cool. People who are high status don't worry about having status. They're just being themselves. Losers worry about status. For any of you who are watching videos like how to be high status, how to be cool, you're losers! Do you think high status people do that?
No.
No. Do you think, me? I go home after this event on YouTube. How to be high value. Oh, no. Why? Because I refuse to buy into that frame. It's a frame. You're high value, you're low value. And as soon as you subscribe to that frame, you're screwed because you're living in a reaction. You're at the effect. You're not at the cause. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you truly get it? You're trying to live up to someone else's standards. Now, there are more mainstream frames and more niche frames. But ultimately, what's a mainstream frame, especially pumped around now in the self-help world? Hey, to be high value, to be cool, to be a person of worth, you gotta be hustling. You gotta be working hard and leaving a legacy. And every little peon in the land, yes, sir, yes, sir. Am I leaving enough of a legacy? Says who? Why do you need to do this? Why are you getting pimped out by these people? Who says what is high value? You. That's right, you. Only you. This is a meditation that, if you're not used to doing it, it can bring up good data. If you are used to doing it, like I do it once a month, it doesn't trigger me a lot because it's ultimately making sure that I'm aligned with what's authentic to me. So if you're living out of alignment, it's going to be very triggering. But ultimately, you'll either let go of what comes up or take action on it so it isn't that triggering. But if you don't change anything, it's forever going to be triggering. Okay? But this can bring up a lot of authentic data, especially when it comes to what is running you inside. Why is that? A lot of what we stuff down out of our awareness, we do so to survive or for your ego to survive, right? But if you're able to convince yourself that you died, you don't have to lie to yourself anymore. That's my challenge through this quick meditation here. We're going to sink into the perspective that you died. The more you're able to make yourself believe that you actually died, the more value you will get out of it. Part of you is going to say, yeah, it's just a meditation. I'm in the seminar room. It's just Julien, whatever. You know yourself better than me. What can you do to try to convince yourself that you died, to make yourself naive and think that you died? And then just breathe into whatever comes up. Ready? Close your eyes and start by taking a few deep breaths. Few deep breaths, letting things settle. Letting things slow down. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting each breath last a little longer. Each inhale lasts a little longer. And each exhale lasts a little longer. And as you're sitting here, breathing in, breathing out, getting ready to sink into this perspective that you died, ready to do this meditation, I want you to visualize the ceiling above you collapsing now. The ceiling collapsing and you're dead. What comes up? We were about to do this meditation together, about to sink into this perspective, and you actually died. This was your last moment alive, sitting here, getting ready to do this exercise, and this was it. What comes up? And just welcome any and all sensations. Breathe into them, knowing this was the end. Your last moment alive. How do you feel about yourself? The life you lived up until this point? The person you were? And just breathe into whatever comes up. Your last moment alive in this room. And let's go even deeper into this. Picture the staff running in, realizing that the ceiling collapsed, realizing that you died. Who would they call? Who would be the first people who would receive that call, being informed about the news of your death? And how would those people react? How would your parents react receiving this call? We're sorry to inform you, but your child passed away. How would they feel about this? What about your partner, your sibling, your kids, your friends? Go through all the list of people in your life. Go through the entire list. Every single one of them receiving that call. How would each of them react to this news? And are there any words left unsaid? Things you wish you could tell them, but you can't now that you're dead? If only you could come back to life for 30 seconds. What would you tell these people? Your final goodbye. What would you tell your father, your mother, your partner, your siblings, your children, your friends? Those final words, if only I had more time. But now that you're dead, they will never know. What comes up? And keep breathing into it. Go through that list of people and go through the list of things you would tell them one by one. If only you had more time. And let's go even deeper than that. Let's fast forward to your funeral. Visualize it. Who's there? Who exactly is there at your funeral? And who's there because they want to be there? And who's there just out of obligation? Because it's the right thing to do, the polite thing to do. Go through the list of people at your funeral, and what are the conversations like? What are people saying about you? The life you lived? And breathe into whatever comes up. Welcome the sensations. Don't stuff them down. Open yourself up to them. Be there for them. What are the conversations like about you and your life? What are people saying about you? Are you someone who truly lived? Are you someone who lived up to their potential? Or are you someone who perhaps played small? Are people saying, if only they had more time? What are all the people saying? Who are the people you wish were there? Who are the people you wish you could just come back to life for and say, hey, thank you? Who are the people you would thank? People who might have always been there for you, always had your back, but you never let them know how much they mattered to you. Who are those people? And who are perhaps the people you might have been chasing, and you realize they don't matter that much in the end? What comes up? Who are the people you would say, I'm sorry to? The people you would say, I forgive you to? And the people you would say, I love you to? Go through that list. And how do you feel about you? Did you allow yourself to truly live? Or did you hold back? What are all those things where you might have told yourself, one day, someday, and now you realize that day will never come? What would have changed in your life, looking back now, if you knew this moment would come when it did? What would you have done differently? And breathe into the sensations. Are you someone who added value to the world, to others? Or are you someone who just took? And did you allow yourself to truly be seen? Did anyone truly see you? Or did they only interact with the front, the persona, the mask you hid behind? Breathe into what comes up. Knowing this is the end. This is where everything led to. All the worries, all the concerns. Breathe into what comes up. And what comes up now when you hear me say, this isn't the end? You wished for those last 30 seconds. You wished for that second chance at life, and you actually have it. What comes up? What if you had a second chance at life right here, right now? What will change? And will things change? If you could just come back to life, would you tell those people those words left unsaid? If only I could just tell them this and that. Are you going to tell them with this second chance? Or are you just going to go back to the go-to way of living? Are you going to tell those people, thank you, I value you, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I love you? Coming back to life, who is the first person you would call with this second chance? And what would you say? And how are you going to live your life so that when this moment eventually comes, you feel differently about it? What has to change? What must change? And what do you commit to changing moving forward with this second chance at life? And just take a moment to breathe into this. Having realized these things, having died before you die, are you going to let these insights, these revelations go to waste? Or is something actually going to change? Because this moment will come. What must change so you feel differently about yourself and so that you feel differently about the life you lived? And go through the list. What must change? What action must you take? And what must you let go of? What do you commit to changing moving forward? And go through that list one last time, breathing into whatever comes up, whatever is there. What must change? This second chance, if only you actually have it, will you take advantage? What are the top 3 things you commit to changing moving forward? And having realized these things, having committed to these things, I want you to slowly start bringing your awareness back into your body, into your feet. Feel life flowing into your feet, into your toes, up your legs, into your stomach, into your chest, breathing in, breathing out. Out your arms into your hands and fingertips. Bringing life back into your body, back up into your neck, your face, the top of your head, your entire body, feeling every part of your body glowing with light, filled with life once more. This second chance you wish so badly for, you actually have it. What are you going to do with it? And go through that list one final time. What you commit to doing differently, who you commit to being moving forward. And we're slowly going to get ready to come back to the present moment, come back to life on the count of 5. 1, feel the floor beneath your feet. 2, the chair beneath you, sitting here in this moment. 3, your entire body, every part of it, Breathing in, breathing out, feeling the life flowing through you. 4, with your eyes closed still, shift your awareness to the environment around you. Sitting here, listening to my voice. Getting ready to come back and start this new chapter, this second chance. Will things be different? It's all in your control. And get ready to come back to the present moment, ready to have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your night, rest of your week, rest of your month, rest of your year, rest of your life. And open your eyes on the count of 5. Take a moment to come back. Get used to your surroundings. Perhaps stand up, stretch it out. If you feel comfortable, perhaps give a hug to the person next to you, welcoming each other back. Oh. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. So like I said, this is a mini version of what I go through, but I do this once a month. If it's your first time doing it, it might be intense. If you're someone who did this and there was resistance, that's also okay. It takes practice. But ideally, if it was intense, take note of what came up. Because this is the stuff that we really care about. Perhaps people surfaced where you're like, I'm over that person, and for some reason they popped in. They popped in, there's still a part of you hanging on. Whatever it is, take note and make 2 lists. What do I have to take action on? What do I have to let go of? And then ideally, what's going to change? What do you commit to changing so that, say hypothetically, a month from now, you did this meditation again? What has to change so you feel completely at peace? That's the goal. So when I say once a month, for the most part, I feel at peace. Sometimes there's a little bit. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. What came up there? I also do this meditation when there's big life decisions. Do I go there? Do I go here? Which one's the right choice? Death meditation. It's an easy way to just bring up valuable data. So that's one out of many. The others that I do that are in this format, but can be even more intense, are along the scale of transformation that I teach my clients through. Where if you think of map of transformation, there's apathy, grief, fear, anger, courage, desire, purpose, love. This here is the coaching that I do, the real coaching. Events like this are fun. I like doing breakdowns, giving you a glimpse of this type of work. But ultimately, for those of you who this resonates with, even the death meditation, that one I have people do in the Courage Week. They get the full-length audio you can do at home, the same one that I do. You're asking what meditations I do. I do these 8 meditations here, where for each level, I have a specific guided release, not around death, but around letting go, that surgically focuses on all these themes. Meaning, where is there perhaps apathy that's snuck in my life? Where's their grief? Where's their fear? Where's their anger? So on and so forth. Now, I said before, I cannot tell you what is running you. I hope you remember. I have no idea what is running you. So how can I coach you? Is it by bringing someone up in front 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour? No. I'll give you some insight. The videos you see on YouTube, they're great, but no permanent change happens there. The permanent change doesn't happen at the surface. It's not, here's how to do X, Y, Z. That's not going to change anything. As some of you even noticed by this meditation, How do I coach someone? I'd say I take each and every one of you, one by one, and I have you stay in apathy for a week. I give you some content, so you know to look for it in your life. I give you some missions, some challenges. I give you a meditation similar to what we did, but that goes even deeper on apathy. And then we talk about what you realized, what came up. Oh, you did some of the apathy missions? What triggered you? Oh, you introspected a bit? Where is it showing up? Now I can actually give you valuable feedback and action. Then we move up. Hey, what about grief? What about fear? What about anger? What about courage? What about desire, purpose, and love? And ultimately, by walking this path, you realize things, we talk about it, and your life fucking changes. And it's not the surface work. It's not stuff you can learn about in a YouTube video. It's the personalized deep dive into what is actually running you. And that changes lives. That's what I take my clients through. And what I realize is you go through this, you process more. Number one, you feel less triggered. Good way to audit your progress. Things that used to trigger you less. And triggered is whenever your response is disproportionate to reality. Perhaps anxiety in front of a crowd, no longer triggered. The same with resistance around action. You don't need discipline and willpower, you need to let go of the resistance. It should feel effortless. This doesn't require willpower. Willpower is what we talked about with the constipation. Resistance. Dilate it. Release the resistance around action so you get less triggered. Number two, opportunities start showing up in your life because blind spots associated to all of these fade away. And lastly, the biggest one is you feel more at home within your body, more at home within you. And that's a good audit for the direction of this work. People try to improve, be better, but that's moving away from you. The true work is, this is where I want to be. This is who I want to be. This is what I want to be feeling. This is where I belong. And all your fucking suffering goes away. That doesn't mean now don't take action, but it's taking action from this place of self-love. It's also why you might hear this, like, when will I let go completely? And what do people say? What do I say? When you stop asking the question. Why? Because what's motivating the question? Where does this question come from? I don't like myself. When will I let go and when will I like myself? The more you let go, the more you like yourself. And suddenly the question fades away. Only someone who doesn't like themselves is thinking about when will I like myself. Make sense? So ultimately realize that within you too, you could think of this as you, we all have a split. There's the acceptable you and the unacceptable part of you. Again, conscious, subconscious, what you're aware of and your shadow. There's a lot of things buried in there. No one can tell you what's buried because you buried them. Only you can realize this. People try to focus on different situations at once. Maybe this situation, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. What I personally like to do is instead of focusing on all the files, focus on the folders. Release a folder, you simultaneously release all the files inside. These are the 8 folders. With apathy here, let's release that. Grief, let's release that. Fear, let's release that. Anger, let's release that. So on and so forth. Walk this path, spend some time, do the meditations, do the missions, and your life will fucking change. And ultimately, that's where everything that I do leads to.